Hey guys, so here we are about to do an epic post-commentary for the finale of Season 1 of New Game Plus. I don't know why I said season, there's only going to be the one season of this. And yeah, we'll get into stuff that people requested, like killing NPCs and PvP. Hope you appreciate that. I'll talk more about that later though. First I just wanted to show Havel's shield here. If you can use it, and you use the R2 on it, like this, you'll get all these stones around you, and it increases your physical defense. I'm not sure by how much, I never really managed to test it. Anyway, because this is post-commentary, and because it's going to take so long to render and upload, this is going to be released on the 10th of August, which happens to be my birthday. And as this is now a birthday episode, I will wish a belated birthday to Kimchi Vendor and Hydra Salt. And I'm not sure, Super Nano Fighter, when your birthday is, but I'm sure that's soon. And Dirachir, I know your birthday is at the end of the month, so I hope you have a good birthday then. Alright, and that's that. Now, I thought I would also show this thing. This is the Titanite Demon in Anor Londo. Very tricky one to get because he's in this confined room. You'll see me mess up a couple of times here, but soon enough I figure it out, because I have done this before, and I wanted to show you a very easy way of killing this guy. If you're over here, close to the right hand side of the railing, and you've got an attack like this that goes up above your head, so miracles like Lightning Spear and Great Lightning Spear, or Sunlight Spear, and I think also spells will go over this railing because you can lock onto him, and they'll go down and hit him. And it's a very, very simple way of finishing him off. It does take, this is New Game Plus, so it does take quite a few hits. But it gets the job done, and he won't touch you. I had to edit this out, well not this out, just some bits before this, because it took me like 5 minutes to remember how to get to this balcony, and that was embarrassing. I was doing live commentary at that point, but I got to a certain point when I thought, well, I've got like 2 hours of footage here, there's no way I'm going to be able to do live commentary for all the PvP. So best just to record it on my own, in my own time, so it's taking place over like 2.5 days. But this is where the NPC murdering takes place. Still don't really understand why people are asking for this, but all NPCs must die. If you bear in mind that I have already killed a couple, I already killed Sigmar, which means Sieglind won't turn up. I also killed Ingwood. And I think that's it. I don't think I'd killed, oh, apart from Petrus, I'd killed him. These two I just counted as NPCs because even though they're respawning, they're sort of NPC-ish. And I wanted to show that they're pretty easy to take out. She's very predictable with her fast swing when she comes into you. Him, it's a bit riskier, but you can still parry him fairly simply. And then I thought I would try out Wrath of the Gods, because I haven't used much Wrath of the Gods, or yeah, I haven't really been using miracles lately. And I also have that Pyromancy glove, so I thought I'll take advantage of having that, which worked out a treat in the end. Anyway, so they're the first 3 to go. I thought I'd killed her then, but I had not, so we switch back. You can see I'm sporting a Canvas Talisman and +5 Ascended Pyromancy Flame, 1 in each hand. How badass is that? There's this guy, this idiot, absolute moron, thinks he can come and take me. So I managed to take out a couple of his maggots without too much difficulty, and then I thought, I'll Lightning Spear the rest of them, because a Lightning Spear is cool. And then I see one, there's one sort of straight ahead of me, it's in there, you can see it now. And I was trying to, I couldn't lock onto him, so I was trying to free aim, which is kind of tricky. I mean, it's doable, but getting a small target like that in awkward place like that was tough. So he got the sword in the end, the sharp end of my sword. Most of the ends are sharp, so it was an easy decision to make. Alright, I'd bought everything that I could off Dom and Hall before this. Those two, the Boulder Girl and the Steel Knight set guy in Anor Londo give 15,000 souls each in New Game Plus, so it's really easy to farm them. I don't know if Dominhall drops anything. He flew off the end. I reset and there was nothing there, so maybe, maybe not. I couldn't tell you. Velka, if you got a strong weapon, you can easily overpower him because he doesn't have good defense. But I have killed him in regular game, and if you don't sort of dominate him straight away, he'll come out and he'll try and fight you, and he'll do a fairly poor job, actually. He's easy to parry with his Velka's rapier. Now with Rhea, I thought I'd try something different. I thought I would get someone else to do my dirty work. So I found this gang down here. They were pretty determined to go for me, because she wasn't fighting them, even though if I'd like punched her, she would have gone fucking crazy at me. And tried to punch me back. That's how she fights, she punches. Okay, in case you didn't know. Right, who do we have next? Oh yeah, so I've just shown the items you can get off people. So 7 humanity and the ivory talisman for killing Rhea. I'm not sure if you get 7 for killing her down in the catacombs. Sorry, the Tomb of the Giants, but you do up here. Crestfallen Merchant next. This is one of the very few NPCs that I think probably deserves to die because he's such a miserable fuck. Anyway, he doesn't survive long. Quite a lot of defense and vitality. But he's just like the Steel Knight in Anor Londo. Yeah, predictable. No drops off him. Only 3,000 souls. Probably not worth it. Dusk. Couldn't even tell you whether she fights back or not. She didn't do anything. She just got killed. No drops again. I thought she might have dropped the Ulasil catalyst, but she didn't. Right, I suggest if you're going to kill the giant blacksmith that you get everything you need of him, and spend your last souls on Twinkling Titanite, because he is the easiest source of that. Also the easiest source of green Titanite and large Titanite. So if you're going to kill the blacksmith, just make sure that you are about to finish the game. Big Hat! I found him here! I came back into the Duke's archives, and let me tell you, put up one hell of a fight. Do you see that? That's like 1,000 health I just lost from that shot. And at this point I was desperately trying to get out. I mean, I had 4 skeletons chase me in here and they didn't cause me any trouble. But this man in his dress, with his tiny wooden shield and his big hat so he can't see anything, caused me no end of trouble. Although saying that, you will soon see the NPC that caused me the real difficulty. I'm sort of embarrassed. I was tempted to cut part of it out, but I thought, no, I will show how poorly I did. Anyway, for killing Big Hat here, you get the Big Hat, Logan's Catalyst, and the sorcery White Dragon Breath. And I found, look who I found! I found this guy, Griggs here. I just found him. Even though I'd opened the door, he decided, this place is nice, it's pretty comfortable. I've got barrels, there's a dead body. What more could I ask for? Casually walk out. Alright, this is one of the few NPCs that I don't think you can kill. As soon as you hit her, and you can only hit her with a few things, Fire Tempest won't work. Yeah, she just runs to the back there and she shouts at you, and she will continue to shout at you until you're out of range. She will just, it's like her speech is sort of on a loop, and you can't get rid of her. You can't quit and reload or set up on fire to get her to reset there. She will just be lost to you. Vamos, on the other hand, is a bit of a joke. I've never seen anyone get hit by him. I know I haven't been hit by him. Hammer of Vamos, Royal Helm for killing that guy. Royal Helm, that's actually pretty cool. I like it. Rickert here. Can't be hit by Fire Tempest. Could be hit by Wrath of the Gods, as you'll soon see. However, I'll explain this in a second. You see this, even though he looks like he's quite far away, you can still hit him with follow-ups. But he had too much health for me to kill, basically. So if you had 6 Wrath of the Gods by this point, which you could do, then you would be able to kill him. but I could not. Anyway, we come on to Patches now. I bought everything that Patches had. No need to worry about killing him then. Did his own gesture there before I killed him, parry his winged spear, and he's down, like the coward he is. Doesn't drop the spear or the eagle shield that he's using, but does drop 4 humanity, a crescent axe, and nothing else. I thought there was something else there. So here, for some reason, I thought I would cosplay as the paladin, and I can't, not cosplay, roleplay. I don't really know why, because Sanctus isn't very good and Grant is really slow, and Andre hits really fast. Before you kill Andre, again, make sure you've done everything that you want to do. I mean, in terms of getting weapons upgraded, so if you're going into your New Game Plus or New Game Plus Plus, make sure you've upgraded any weapons that you wish to ascend into boss weapons, because that's going to be easier while you're at end game rather than in the middle of a regular game, because you already have the embers that you need. So yeah, Andre killed me. It's my own fault. I wasn't taking him seriously. So next round, ding ding, I put it on my lightning bastard sword. I wasn't going to fuck about with him this time. He's ready to go, ready to rumble. Silver Knight shield up as well. Determined to try and land a couple of drop kicks on me. Strafe around him, he's going to miss, just like a wrestler would if you circled around him, or anyone that tried to drop kick you from the front. Anyway, 3 humanity. If you kill him earlier, you get the Crest of Artorias. Otherwise, you're just getting 3 humanity and the Blacksmith's Hammer. So at this point, I now have all 3 Blacksmith Hammers. Anastasia, I tried, honestly, I tried, but she is invincible. I don't know how Lautrec pulled it off, because he doesn't have the kind of magic that I do. So Fire Tempest wouldn't work, and my backup there, Wrath of the Gods, would not work either. Tough as old nails Anastasia is. She didn't even look up, she was so confident, and this was by far the worst. This guy, Laurentius of the Great Swamp, he is my favourite NPC, and I felt so bad killing him. Look at that, you detest my pyromancy, that must be it. He makes you feel bad even while you're killing him. So, bowed before I killed him, do the prostration gesture now, because I still felt bad. I'm never going to do that again. No drops either. Okay, we're on to armour sets. I thought I'd show off a few armour sets. So this is the Great Lord set, bought off Dominhall. This is the Moonlight Robes, bought off Dominhall as well after you've killed Gwyndolin. Terrible defense on this, but I think the crown gives you extra sorcery boost. This is the Iron Golem set, bought again off Dominhall once you've killed the Iron Golem. Very heavy, good defense, but very heavy. This is a giant set. I'm sure most of you would have seen this, but I only bought it recently, just before I killed the giant blacksmith. Anyway, that's how you get it off, the giant blacksmith. Giant armor makes sense. This is the adventurer's set. It's a set of armor that Dominhall himself wears. A strange pair of glasses on the helmet of this, and horns. It's not so great. It's not an armor I would advise. This is the... I'm not sure what the set is called, but this is the armor that the Sunbro Solar wears. And it's not bad at all, actually. If you upgraded this, it'd probably be pretty good. And I like the look of it. This is the Way of the White, or the Heavy Cleric set, bought off Patches. I wonder how he got his hands on that armor. Well, maybe we'll never know. Alright, that was all the armors. Here we go for the cutscene. I'll stop talking for a second and have a glass of water. Okay, I think we're going straight into PvP after this. Yep, here we are. For the most part, I've just skipped these down to me dying, because it is mostly me dying. This guy, he'd used power within, and he was losing so much health that I just ran away from him. I kept him at a fairly short distance, so he thought he had a chance, but he did not. So that was my first victory. That was actually my second fight, but it went downhill from there. That guy... I won't complain about anybody who I PvP'd with here. I mean, some people were a bit... what's the right word to use here? They're a bit overzealous with the spell using, but I can put up with that. But everyone bowed, and no one used what I would call cheap tactics, so I had no problem. This is me pretending to be a Black Knight. I'd use the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring and the Ring of Fog to get past the first two Black Knights. So this person invaded me twice, and both times it took them about 7 minutes to find me. So I just waited here. Obviously it caught on by this point. You know it's a character because you can lock on. Even though I don't know why she would try lock on, because I do look like a Black Knight. Well, got killed both times. Anyway, at this point I'd stopped taking it seriously. You can see I was just trying to use the Dragon's Tooth as a penis there. And for some reason I just thought, I'll wear a hat, and I'll use the two biggest weapons I can find apart from Smog's Hammer. And the only reason I'm not using Smog's Hammer is because I don't have the strength to use it one-handed, and it was blocking up most of my screen. But as you can see, I got the first shot on him, but that's when the lag stabs started happening. I didn't mind. I didn't expect to win this fight at any point, so no big problems from me. This person, oh yeah, I had a couple of fights with this guy. He was using a spear, a halberd, and lots of magic soul spears. This guy, yeah, I'm wearing the Fangbore helmet using the Channeler's Trident that I can't even use properly, and all I did was try and dance. So I danced at the start. Now I hid away from his crystal homing soul mass so I could dance again. He clearly didn't see that this was just a joke to me. Why are you taking it so seriously, bro? This guy, I loved this guy. He was fighting properly at first until he could see that I was just using two blacksmith hammers. So he switched out to the claws. That was a good fight. This person took so many hits from the Drake Sword and the Bone Wheel Shield, even though they were clearly taking it pretty seriously. This guy destroyed me. I don't even think I hit him. But I had gone over to the Divine Claymore at this point because Divine weapons do more damage to invaders. This guy I just kept bowing at, and I bow like maybe 7 times to him. And he doesn't come to attack me at any point either. Very, very respectable. He does do the shrug gesture. Because I didn't know really what I was planning on doing at this point either. I just thought I'm gonna keep bowing and see how long I can keep this going for, until I got to the point where I thought I've taken it too far. This is too many bows. So I danced for a bit, and I thought then we were both showing off our moves, so I did it too. And it's sort of downhill from there. Oh no, I got a hit. See, you got a hit. And then, oh yeah, I remember this fight. For some reason, his claymore was hitting faster than mine. I guess I wasn't doing enough damage with the... Sorry, I wasn't causing enough stagger with the Divine as he was with lightning. That guy I thought he wasn't taking it seriously, but he was. That's a lightning giant. Giant blacksmith hammer. Anyway, he killed me, and then I killed him back, and I thought, that's a good place to end it. And here we go. This is a proper run now, from the kiln down to Gwyn. And we'll see how it goes. I know how it goes, because I've done it. I did it last night. Or the night before last, as it will be when this video is up. Anyway, guys, at this point, I'd like to ask you if you could like the video, you know, if you don't mind. Because you asked for PvP and NPC killing, and I did it all. Despite the fact that I despise PvP, I spent, I would say, roughly 3 or 4 hours doing PvP just so I could get clips for you. and sometimes I took it seriously. Sometimes, not all the time. So if you could like the video, that'd be great. You know, if you've enjoyed this series as well, it's been a lot of fun for me. Let's continue. These guys, these Black Knights with the Black Knight Greatsword, they never expect you to parry them, do you? Just a tip, if you want to chain backstabs, or backstab an enemy as soon as they stand up, you're best off waiting until they're about halfway stood up, and then start moving around the back, so that when you're around the back is when they've just managed to fully stand up. If you can get that timing right, you've got a couple of seconds leeway. Yeah, you'll pretty much always be able to backstab enemies. And, you know, get those chains in. Not something I recommend in PvP though, you don't want to be called cheap. So don't do that. Only a partial on him to start with. This cannot go unavenged. If you look at my... So the spells I've got equipped at the moment, I've got Flash Sweat on there. I also have Great Combustion and Greater Fireball. I think that's they're the three I've got. Flash Sweat, obvious, need the defense. Using all Paladin's armor, except I've got Smorg's gauntlets on. They have just insane defense, and they're lighter than Havel's. So if you can get Smorg's armor, totally worth wearing it, even if it does make you look like him, which is a bad look to go for. Maybe a bit risky trying to parry the Black Knight Great Axe, but it was done. Here we go, you can see, waiting for him to stand up before moving around, otherwise the tracking sort of makes them face you by the time they've stood up. Oh my goodness, I've been talking for 22 minutes straight, except with that short break for the cutscene. Anyway, coming towards the end, don't usually parry the Black Knight Halberd guy. I find him kind of scary. As you can see, I'm still using the Divine Claymore. I thought Divine was more suited to this character, and as I've switched out the Silver Knight Shield for the Black Knight, and my Miracles for some Pyromancies, I would at least have something faithish, apart from my armour. Right, fully healed for this fight. I was alive, so I kept thinking I was going to get invaded. Flash Sweat on just before the fog gate. And in we go. I was asked not to just parry in this fight, and that's what I did. I know I tried to parry there, but don't let that fool you. I thought, yeah, I'll use Great Combustion on this guy, and it worked a treat. If this had been regular game, then Great Combustion probably would have taken off the majority of his health. But he's actually fairly simple to dodge. The swings come in fast, but it usually swings in sets of 3, so as long as you know that that's coming, you'll know to dodge. Sets of 3 or 2, you know. Obviously he just did 2, and sometimes he does 1, but usually it's 2 or 3. So it's 2 or 3 or 1, so be prepared for any of those, just you know, quick reactions. I'm actually supposed to be making a dodging video. I knew there was something else I was supposed to do. Oh. Goodness me. So, as you can see, doing pretty well on the dodging there. Now, all my Great Combustions are used up. Switch over to Great Fireball, not Greater, as I called it earlier. Black Knight Shield, good for this fight, as long as you don't just stand there and let him bash your shield, otherwise the stability won't stand up. Missed the first Great Fireball there, switch out to the weapon. Oh yeah, I did think I would get a parry or so on him, but I just went for a normal hit because I was messing with the parries. I think I do switch back to Great Fireball at some point fairly soon as well. I just thought this fight's going to go on for ages because my weapon's doing 200 damage. I can do 4 times that if I parry. So a couple of parries, and then I don't think I parry him anymore. No, I've switched out to the Pyromancy, so get him with a couple of Great Fireballs, 700 damage a piece. Although 500 on that one. And a regular swing to finish him off with my Divine Claymore. So not bad at all. Gwyn first time down, New Game Plus, I was pretty pleased with that. I was a bit nervous. So at this point, switch out to my old gear so that I look the part. Yeah? There we go. Oh, I'd also put the Ring of Favour and Protection on for a bit more. It wasn't for the Vitality, it was for the Equip burden. And then I thought about linking the fire, but after killing all those NPCs, I thought I can't justify pretending to be the good guy here.
We are here to serve your highness.
This is your fate.
Right, and there we go. That's the end of this New Game Plus run through. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to ask you to like the video again. For some reason, I don't like doing that. Anyway, that's not the end of Dark Souls for this channel. Why would it be? We have the Artorias the Abyss Walker DLC coming out. But not only that, I will be doing a Soul Level 1 run through. I will start releasing that probably in about a week's time. Maybe less, maybe more. Just as soon as I can do it, I will. So Soul Level 1, hope you're looking forward to that. Hope you've enjoyed this whole thing. Thanks for watching, guys. I wouldn't have done it without you all. And I'll see you next time.